this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich
TV.
TV. Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game because Snoop Doggy Dogg didn't damn get on cam. Like you singing the girl part. No, nigga, we always like Snoop Doggy Dogg. Even though that shit was funny when Cam just started, he's sitting there looking, he like Snoop Dogg. He just started, she looked real funny. She looked real crazy. But I think Cedric the Entertainer said he's a Snoop, he's a dog, Snoop Doggy Dogg, right? And Snoop Dogg is back in the news. Some strange reason he find his way spinning in the clip a lot too. He know how to get the algorithm going every now and then. If it's not he not Porch Monkeys, Uncle Tom's or whatever word he used when he was talking about like who going sing for Trump or who going to do XYZ the first time around. Then the second time around, that nigga dancing and shaking ass. You know what I mean? Even though it was at the ball or whatever, right? And he got the bag for it. Well, recently, not recent than this, but before what we about to talk about real quick, is I guess he went to the movies, seen some Disney shit, took his little nephew. It was a daughter or son. He had two moms or he had two dads or some shit like that, right? Some sicko shit like that. And I'm going to use that because that's just how I feel personally. Not going to change my mind on that, right? But if that's how you rock, that's how you rock. And like Ghost and Ray, you're going to come out in your own way. You're going to come out in your own way. But anyway, he like, he had to answer his little nephew or whoever he took his little, I think it was his nephew. You know what I mean? What's up, nephew? And he had to explain to him, like, and he was like, I felt scared, can't even go to the movies no more, and woo, 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 and Right? Y'all remember that, right? Fast forward. I guess he's on the, he's on The Voice. He's been on The Voice, right? The little, it's like America's Got Talent, or Who Got Talent, or what voice, who could sing, American Idol type shit, right? And he be on there. You know what I mean? I don't watch the show, but I've seen the commercials advertised, just like you have. So I guess Bellavate or Bellavante, something like that. One of the other judges on the show is LGB5, the L Train, QBR3, and all that shit, right? And that's fine because he's gonna come out in his own way as well. But he was telling Snoop about his experience coming up as being outwardly, right? How people don't accept it and shit. People be looking with the side eye, how he got bullied, etc. So I'm guessing maybe kind of sort of this propelled Snoop to, do something with Spirit something or whatever. And do I got it right here? I think I do. What's the name of it? Spirit Boat, some shit with Snoop. Glad in the Spirit Day, right? Sprint Day, right? So he did he added a gay couple into his cartoon shit, right? And so he added, the little perversion shit to it after having a hard stance on not fucking with it. Now I get it. We only human. We just ordinary people. Like, we don't know which way to go. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we should take it slow. It's okay for you to say, when I was, just analogy, I was Democrat, now Republican. I used to didn't like ice cream, now I like ice cream. I didn't used to like, wearing certain type of clothes, say shoes. I was a sneaker guy. Now I wear shoes. So if you want to interview, you on a platform, you do a lot of talking, you're a entertainer, challenge, right? You want to the elite, and make no mistake about it, Snoop Dogg is an icon. No matter how you feel about him, Kareem Akbar, no matter how you feel about him, he is an icon, right? Can't take that away from him. Forever be a Snoop Dogg or Snoop Doggy Dogg, right? He'll forever be that, right? It's okay for you to change your opinions. If if you in a conversation or you conversing with somebody, they change your mind. They make you see things from a different lens, a different perspective. You say, oh, you know, yesterday I was like, I wasn't rocking, you know, with this religion. You know, I was a Muslim, now I'm Christian now, or vice versa. It's okay. We all do that as human beings. So I'm not knocking them for changing the stance, right? But so rapidly, and it's like now you was talking crazy. Like I was confused. I had to explain to my little nephew, you know, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Why they always got to put this type of shit in here? Now you're doing it, and you partner up with Glad and Sprint Day and all this shit. And it's like, why are you doing it now? Why are you putting it in your cartoons? It's one thing to say, well, you know, before I was ignorant to, because that's how they'll probably try to spin it in the clip. You know, I was ignorant to what I said. That's how they do with the small hats, right? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Every time you say something that's in disagreement or you looking down them, you know, with the side eye, these motherfuckers is wicked, right? Like these niggas is wickedest of the East, right? When the East is in the house, oh my God, like these niggas is foul. But they come under the cloth of religion. But then they say, nah, send them out there to the, you know, the sheikhs and the rabbi, and then you sit down with somebody that's more intellectual, you know, on a higher level than you, and then you try to get some understanding, then you swing back on the block like, nah, I sat with the monks. And they showed me that my way of life was, I was living like a savage, or they showed me that in the Bible, this is, you know, I'm just throwing different things out there to say, you can have a change of heart. Like the game on the show, you can change your mind and say, nah, I feel a little differently about that. But when you so staunch, so strong in your stance, as people say online, you so loud, but you wrong. Find it a little funny. I am looking with the little side eye. You know, he could do what he want. A lot of people was like, but when you got money, because you got money, like I got money, son. And don't trip. I mean, like I got money. I'm in a position of power. Why do I have to do certain things if I already got it? Now, this doesn't make it doesn't make it right for somebody that don't got the money. But a lot of times, you know, we know people do strange things, you know, strange things for change. You know what I mean? And we know people will sell their fucking soul if you starve them. Some of us are starved. And then some of us will be like, damn, I ain't eating 10 days. Giving me a piece of steak? You giving me some pizza with beef pepperoni or whatever it is, right? You're going to eat. A lot of us are. So I'm not going to, you know what I mean? But we still look at you with the side like you sold your people out for the money. But it's like, hey, I'm broke. I never had none. This was my chance to get millions. So I did it. Sold all them niggas out. Tell them, as long as I don't tell nobody from Harlem. You still telling. You just not telling on nobody from Harlem, right? You try to, you know what I mean? You tell and you stop like you're not really ready. Like, come on, bro. You still told. You just ain't telling nobody from Harlem, so we get it. You did it for the money. But when you got the money, show me the money. You start doing the Mark McGuire, then show me the money. You got it already. You already made it to that top tier to where you can gatekeep if you want. Why are you doing it? And I won't know. Maybe he'll answer, you know, I'm not Snoop Dogg. I'm not a Snoop. I'm not a dog. I'm not a Snoop Doggy Dog. Like Cameron. Snoop Doggy Dog. Man, why you singing the girl part? You singing the girl part. That's not the girl part, Dan. That's part of the song, nigga. You know that? Even though that shit was mad funny the way Cam was looking mad serious. And then when that part came, he just started singing it. But anyway, you know, to each his own. You know, we all gotta choose and live under the certain values, codes, morals, and principles that we choose to live under. Now, some of us, we live in a scumbag lifestyle. Like you do anything. As K.O. Smitty was saying, you got no discipline. You do anything. Sell your people out, you rag tail, you stab people in the back, you a piece of shit, or you the scum of the earth. And then some people, they take the high, you know, they take the high road and they keep an eye on it, right? Or like Jada said, I'd rather be broke together than rich alone, backing them down, clapping them down. Like a lot of people not gonna say I'll be broke with all my friends. No, on the other hand, people will be like, nah, I'd rather be rich alone. Fuck friends. That's the reality. And that's why you see a lot of people that make it, they're not with the same people who they started with. And that's, you know, that's not even here there, but it is to point that out, observation-wise. Like, yeah, you know, you switch your old friends up. You're not with nobody that you would, you're not with none of your day. You know, you completely change your whole house around.
But y'all know who it is. Popovich from Popovich TV. We live, we rolling. We unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.